to record it. There we go.
And you're doing a great job. Okay. On the material plane, 3 warlocks had been sent upon a quest to obtain the power to plane shift to an unknown plane. Or perhaps it has been known to you guys, otherwise you couldn't plane shift here. But through various means, you all managed to obtain the power to plane shift, and you arrived on, well, a plane that we're going to talk about in just a second here. But the first things first, which of you obtained the power to plane shift? Who there the best? Who here thinks that they...
Okay.
Is it Zelace or Basan? Who's the superior warlock here?
Oh,
it's definitely not me then.
Leonore, and she's got 1 level of warlock.
Hell yeah, that's fine. Yeah, please use that when I your Doom name. I know who I'm. So I need you to answer me 2 questions as you appear on this plane. First and foremost, most importantly, what does the door look like?
Shit.
Carmen?
Sorry, my I'm having some technical issues. No
worries.
So she's human.
Okay.
Super tall. Like 6'1", unusually tall for like basketball player tall. But kind of thin and willowy. So
super lanky basketball player so far. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, she is in chainmail with a holy symbol for God that you know something? She has a holy symbol of
Auril, the Frost Maiden, evil god of winter.
That sounds great because I don't know any of the evil gods. Sure,
Fair enough.
That chick.
Okay, got it. I'll work on a mini as you appear on this plane. My second question to you is, how did you so quickly and efficiently obtain the power to plane shift to arrive on this plane? What is it that your character did to obtain this power?
Oh, I killed someone who had the shit. They had a thing that allowed them to do it, and I killed them and took it. It was just faster than, grinding for the gears.
Fair enough. Can't fault you there at all. So this will be, I mean, that's not chainmail at all, but I'm looking through all my unique minis
That's
to
fine.
see what will be the coolest. We'll see if I find a cooler one in a minute here, but in the meantime, that is our first...
What is the name of my god again?
Auril, O-U-R-I-L.
Thank you.
She's the Frost Maiden.
I'm gonna go write that down.
And that's not a human. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Oh yes, I'll just use I would use Irina for you. You get to be Irina Corleana from Curse of Strahd. Okay, who is the second warlock here? Who obtained their magic power to plane shift second, faster than the other?
Look, my guy's got 8 in intelligence, so...
I don't think I'm doing much better than that, so do you want to roll for it?
Sure, we can roll for it.
Rollies!
D20s, yes?
Yeah.
Yep. D20s, whoever's the highest is the superior warlock of the two of you.
Okay, I got a 7.
So 12.
A 12.
Oh,
I guess
yes.
that will be Zalace is the superior of the two. Okay, so Zalace, I guess I need 3 things for you. The first is your name, sir. What is your warlock's name?
Fen fan.
Benfam. Okay. Please swap around your Zoom name if you'd be so kind, so I may when I refer to you, I can see your character name. Second question: what do you look like as you appear on this plane?
So, I'm an Eladrian who has, I'm going to find him. He's got silver hair. He's everything. He's like an albino type. He has one red eye, and on the other side, he has a scar as though he's been scratched down the face. Not blind in the other eye, but it's opaque as such. He wears red and white leather armor.
Okay, fantastic. And when was the name one more time?
Fenran. Sorry, I
Fenran.
wrote it down.
Thank you.
Fenran.
No problem. No problem. And my last question to you is: how did you obtain the powers of plane shift to arrive here to serve your patron so well?
My patron was gracious enough to give me it.
Ooh, just handed it off, huh? You got good connections, huh?
Wow, I've been a good boy, so say.
Okay, cool. Last and apparently the inferior of the three, Nathan. Please, what does your character look like?
Okay, this is Barnon. He is a hobgoblin. He's a big guy. And he wears like, well, it's almost kind of like, well, he's maybe the last one, the most inferior warlock. He's probably also the most well liked. He wields like a shield, and while he has like a sword like at his hip, he doesn't have it. He very rarely ever draws it for reasons I'll get into. And the armor he wears is like it's like deliberately designed to show his allegiances to the patron. Like it's got like kind of it's these sort of blue trims and frosty kind of engravings. Like he wears his
Alright,
his status as a warlock with pride.
got it. Okay. You appear on the plane. How, though, did you obtain your powers of plane shift?
Like Fenrir, patron had to teach me for a
Ah,
while.
for a while. Okay,
Took
got it.
extensive teaching.
Extensive teachings. Understood. Okay, so with that, our party is assembled. As you all use your power to appear at the appointed place, not necessarily the appointed time. One of the problems with being the most talented of the warlocks is having to wait around for the less talented warlocks, Lenore. But eventually they do arrive. So you find yourselves on this strange plane of existence. You found yourself here. First and foremost, you're on a planet. You're on a planet, and it's very specific. It's very the reason why I say you're on a planet because it's very clear to you the cosmology of the place. As you look up into the sky, you see another planet not far away from yours, maybe only a couple kilometers off, floating around in space. And then another one, and then another one, and another one. Like a long string of pearls, you see an endless flight of planets just almost corded off to one another that go on endlessly. You see in the distance two great mountains, but juxtaposed behind each other. They almost look like they hook upward onto one another. A massive not spiring, but a massive dual pointed mountain off in the distance. But as you stand here, you stand in a most putrid and wretched marsh, a bog of quicksand, and who knows what sort of extraplanar dangers may be lurking and awaiting in this swamp. And all at once you hear the same voice of your icy master, the Prince of Frost, a being of a cruel and malicious heart, a powerful, powerful source of frosty dread in the Feywild. As his voice comes to you, he says, "Finally, you've arrived all at the appointed time. Took you long enough. You must seek out the Master of Time, bind into this plane, Kronos, the greater Titan of Time. Go to him and tell him to bring forth the one I lost to the Raven Queen. Bring her forth, and thusly bring her to me, be it through your own petty means, or by the powers of the great Titan. Either way I do not care, so long as my prize is brought before me. This is your rule, your task. Indeed, there will be rewards for victors, and for those who fail, deep and harrowing punishment. I'd wish you good luck, but there is no option but success." And with that, you feel a chill down your spine as your evil patron, almost as evil as all of you, sort of disappears back into the ether of your own minds. You stand here with one another in this deep, cruel bog on the plain of Carcieri, the prison plain, also known as the Pits of Tartarus. What do you say to one another? What do you do? What are these strangers about?
Well, that's the most words he's ever spoken, ever.
Well, you heard them.
Yep.
Should go.
I'm Lenore. Call me Nora. What's the weather like? Is it like it looks like we're in a swamp? Is it like fucking hot and swampy and fucking
Yep.
boggy?
Yep.
So,
Fine.
cowering a bit from the sun, my name's Fanram.
Banan.
If we can get out of direct sunlight.
It's kind of warm here. Don't like that.
Nope. Don't like that at all. All right, where's this asshole?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Yeah. Hey Ryan, I don't know if you want to play with this, but she's got a 28 passive perception.
Okay. Congratulations, you have anxiety impairment.
I figured I'm like she has issues.
You're a little like raccoon or something, just always looking.
All right.
But understood. There is, you know,
All right.
for a bog, for a marsh. Marshes and bogs are usually full of life. They are a place where a lot of life dwells, and though there is a lot of naturalistic life here, a lot of flora, not a lot of fauna. Despite the track, there are no crickets, there are no rivets, there are no bestial or buggy sounds.
Good.
It's almost like a deserted swamp.
That's kind. All right. So
There's some stuff you see, the flapping of wings, sort of silhouetted in the fog, but
if I wanted to, there's not going to be tracks probably, and I wouldn't know what to look for anyway. But can I intuit like go towards the mountain? Like, because right now I can just kind of like see us in the back of the bog.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the context of your navigation abilities right now. Anyway, you're like, I'm in a swamp. Never been in a swamp here before.
Head towards the mountain. Who is this Kronos asshole we're supposed to be getting anyway?
I don't know. He's meant to be some sort of big shot, I think. Father of all, from what I remember, from what I was told. But
Right.
shouldn't be.
So what's this?
He's
His
a,
own plane? Is he from here? Like
no.
this is his place?
You
Religion
would have
check.
thought that the
One pieces.
father of all would live in a rather nicer place than this. But if he was sent here, you never know.
Father of all. He's not my dad.
Yeah.
That's
Not you.
stupid.
Sorry. Father of all gods. Let's put it that way.
Anyone who wants to know who this Kronos asshole is can roll a religion check.
Okay.
Sure,
I rolled a 3 for a 2.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah,
who
no.
this Kronos asshole is.
24.
12.
24.
24,
12.
yeah.
12. For you, my low intelligence friend, you know Kronos with a 12. He's your second uncle over. You have a second uncle named Kronos in your tribe or something like that. I don't know, but you don't remember him being a religious figure or anything. Maybe you're getting him confused with something else. But for Non, you know the leader of the greater titans of the Greek pantheon. Indeed, the Greek pantheon does exist in this multiverse. And long ago, when the world was being shaped, the Olympians cast Kronos and his fellow Titan brothers down into Tartarus and sealed the path back to Mount Olympus, thus imprisoning them on this plane. This is the plane where gods and greater evils are locked away for all eternity. And Kronos is the master of time. There are no time deities except for one, and he is bound and restrained upon this plane.
So I will impart that knowledge to the rest of them and a bit slower for for
I
Parnell.
don't know.
All right.
That doesn't
So,
sound like my uncle.
all right. So the Prince of Frost wants us to get Kronos to find his lost love. Is that what the fuck he called her? All right.
No.
All right. Let's go.
It's a
Okay.
retrieve something.
By the way, I feel like I've been loaned out by an old cloak, Above the table in my backstory, her goddess kind of lent her out to the prince.
Fair enough. They'd probably be cahoots. I see it. All right. Where are you going? Just gonna wander? We're gonna walk, see what you find?
All right. So if he's supposed to be like if he's like a big deal, he's probably in the prisoniest part of the prison. So from here, like there are two mountains. Does one of them look angry?
Well, I'm
They don't
sure
You know
he's
what
a
I'm saying?
pretty
Like,
big
is,
guy.
is it one like a pretty little pristine mountain and one's like belching smoke and fire kind of thing?
Make me a perception check. Or an insight check to incite the mountain's mood.
Well, I don't mind the mountain's mood. You can look and tell a volcano from
I
a
know.
frosty
I'm just
top.
kidding.
However, that was a 19 on the dice. I'm sorry. Did you say perception?
Yeah. I'll let you
Okay,
tell me your 30-something score.
32. I'm sorry. No.
There you go.
All right. So plus 13. Yeah, no, 32.
Okay, yeah. You look up at the mountains. You see every crevice and crevasse and every little fold of the mountain. You see a couple of pebbles sort of falling down with your hawk eyes from all the way away. Indeed, it is. So technically, what it is, it's got the same base. So the best way to imagine is like, you got the base here, and then it has two tops, so two large mountains spread from that base. So you sort of come up and almost like hook at the top, like the pincers of a beetle. But juxtaposed behind one another, it almost makes it look like one mountain, with like a double tip, like a double point at the top. But due to your excellent perception, you sort of get your depth of perception going, and you recognize it's actually two mountains that sort of arc up into one another. It is nefarious. It is a somewhat nefarious looking mountain. You don't know how many mountains you've seen that have like dual points that sort of hook together, which is kind of cool or nefarious. It's not billowing lava or smoke or anger or anything like that, and one isn't like glowing with the light of the heavens by any means. But I would say that there's a certain nefariousness to the mountain. There's a grandiose to it. Like everything on this plane, it seems. You look around and it isn't just like a natural bog. There is something sort of confining about this place, somewhat claustrophobic. Like the trees almost seem to almost be like, almost within your mind's eye, sort of tipping over you as if they're like corralling you or just, it's strange. The plane almost seems to be like very aware of you, very almost like the trees themselves are the jailers. It's weird.
All right.
Well,
Go
if
that
I
way.
was smart enough, I'd keep a god in the bottom of a mountain. Would you not?
I mean, I wouldn't. You know, a cleric, but other than my god, I'm not interested in fucking with the gods. You know, so that looks. Let's just go that way.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know if this is important, but my character does have the alert feat.
I'm not surprised. Somehow. So Lenora, you begin to walk, and like very like twitchy, very like just like anything could spring out. You're always seemingly on high alert as Fenrin and Barnan. You guys sort of following Lenora. She's wound up a little tight. Her blood pressure's probably pretty high. Always like scanning around, looking around like she's in the middle of an ambush. It's
Barnum picks his nose as he clunks along in his big heavy armor.
There's a giant shield with a big old eye on it.
Oh my god. I ain't getting taken for no fool, said Lenore. She planned for this campaign.
No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna see it coming.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Hey guys,
if I'm
I think there's a
gonna
sniper on that building over.
But I knew he was there.
But I knew. I just want everyone to know I knew he was there before I died. Tell my mother I saw it coming. All right, you guys wander into the swamp, and you're making your way towards the mountain. It's not going to be a high DC because you know the direction. It's just about sort of finding the path around through the swamp that is best, so as not to get bogged down. So go ahead, and whoever wants to be the survivalist leader of the group, roll me a survival check. Who wants to guide the party through the bog?
I'll do it. So,
Yeah, it's not me.
I mean, that's not gonna be great, but
Would you like some help with that?
yeah, that's a 14, so probably need help.
I would like
Here,
to help.
roll for yourself. No, roll for yourself. Roll for yourself.
Okay.
She's very interested in like all the things that could attack.
21.
21. So Lenora, you're like checking out. You're like, yeah, like maybe we should go this way, and you like Vernon is like, maybe you shouldn't go there, and you're like, it's gonna be fine, and you're like foot, like high passive perception, your foot almost goes into some like super like deep pothole, sort of hidden swamp thing, and he's like, maybe this way, and
You just barrel through some like tree.
exactly.
Dunk.
But yes, the silly hobgoblin guides the party better than you, Lenora. I'm trying to incite warlock on warlock crime around here. I'm just saying. Anyway, you go barreling through.
As you make
and
a
I
new path.
yeah, you're like, I Pathfinder now. You go barreling through, and with your high passive perception, I will. Oh, the first things first. Let's see if there's a random encounter. Nope. You do find tracks, my friend Barnon, and quite a few. That is to say, very much. It's a single file, but it's a number of footprints, like anywhere from like 5 to 20 foot step, like people in a single line walking through the swamp.
Giant centipede.
Oh god. So I'll just
Ew.
walk up and investigate the tracks to see whether we can see exactly how many there is or what kind of creature they are.
Sure, like investigation checks. Or a check.
Um, rubbish. Yeah, 10.
10. You notice that they're barefoot. They're barefoot, which is not very advisable in a swamp. They seem to be walking slowly. It's difficult to say. They could be locals who know how to navigate the swamps better than you guys. Maybe it's some kind of weird hunting tactic to obscure their numbers. It could be they're in like a chain gang. It could be a number of things, but they're barefoot and they're walking single file. And they look to be like human-esque creatures, no claws or anything like that.
All right. So do we follow in a single file?
Up to you guys. Do you want to follow the tracks or keep moving towards the mountain?
All right, Barnon, you seem to be knowing what's going on. Follow the people, follow the mountain.
I look between the mountain. I look down at the tracks, and I smile.
Hang on. Wait. Roll me an intelligence saving throw, Bernard, before it
Oh yeah,
proceeds.
I'm good at this. Oh wow, natural 20 for a 19.
Never mind. Whatever was gonna happen doesn't happen. Everything's fine. Keep going.
Somehow, rather than being like a stroke of like pure intelligence, that was about to happen, just like head empty. Just
Yeah.
passes right through. And a smile forms on his face,
An intellect devourer would pass right over us.
and he taps the sword of his hilt. Let's go find people. Big centipede. I go stomping after them.
All right, you guys are following the tracks. Give me another survive roll. This one's a much lower DC because you're just following tracks.
19.
19. Easy done. Yeah, you follow them. As you do so, there's no nothing troubles you. I will say though, my little paranoia individual over there, your shield's like, and you're like, as you look around. There's times when you're walking about and you feel like the mud's alive, or you feel like you see something move in the mud, but you don't. Maybe it was just like a bog bubble underneath the surface of the mud or something. You don't know, but it could be something more nefarious. Who knows? But there's also deep in sort of the foggy atmosphere, you keep seeing like the beating of wings, like bats or something. And it's like, okay, whatever, it's bats, right? But every now and then you can't help but think that instead of like the body of a bat, you think you see like a head in between these bat wings, and you're like, wondering if it's just your paranoia driving you a little crazy or not, but maybe not. You got a pretty keen eye. You just see things. You see things that sort of boggle and warp your brain. Uh, at one point, you think you hear deep, deep, deep in the jungle, you think you hear the sound of a horse sort of neighing wildly. Maybe drowning in the bog, who knows? This is a place of deep despair without any doubt in your mind. The shadows seem to play tricks on you. It's for someone of such adequate perception, this place is it seems to be playing tricks on you a little bit. I need an intelligence saving throw from my 2 remaining warlocks, actually. So Fenrin and Lenora.
That's a 10 for a 9, I think. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a 9.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. What you got, Fenrin? You're muted.
There you go. What? Sorry, what was the saving throw?
Intelligence. You got a 9, Lenora?
Yes, sir.
All right, Zoom chat. This is
17 for me.
all right. Nothing happens to you. You're good. All right. Proceed. Not a ways longer. But Barnan, you lead the group to this strange place. You see actually I'll take you guys there to take a look because there's no random encounters. I gotta zoom out a little here. No, it's too nice and nice. What can we put on music wise? Oh, Blood Harvest. That sounds cool. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, that'll work. Where would we say the main entrance is? I don't think I ever figured that part. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna say it's over here somewhere. You guys find this large, hedged place, and as Barnan path finds in his unique way, you guys barge into this strange. It's almost like a plantation, in a way, like a Louisiana plantation, where you see these massive, like, tree hedge. I don't want to say walls because you can walk through them, but they definitely make like a hedge maze kind of wall. Maybe not immaculately pruned, but nonetheless. You find yourselves here. Where am I going to place you? Let's place you over here on this road. You see a number of buildings, many of them walled off by small stone fences. And I haven't placed the minis because, it's a big, big board. But you do see lots of people in manacled. You see tons of people in ankle manacles and wrist manacles. You see some people in what are they called? The big wood ones that are like a big.
Stocks.
What was that? Stocks. That's right.
Stocks.
You see some people in stocks, and you see sort of floating around. You see these strange humanoid-like creatures, but they are small or about goblin-sized and very angular. Long tipped nose, long pointed ears, very almost fey, but diabolical looking. Tiny, emaciated forms with long bat-like wings. Some of them consist of. Let me see here. Some of them are made of smoke. Some of them are made of dust. Some of them are made of just clumps of mud. But they sort of float around here, and float around here freely and kind of, and sort of one will whip some mud that will smack one of these prisoners in the back of the head, and he'll find his way to a field and proceed to work. It seems to be some kind of large prison worker fields for maybe slaves, maybe prisoners. But this is the first sort of prisonscape that you have come to as far as appearances go. What would you like to do?
All right, why are we out of prison?
Well, have you done a crime? I've done crimes. Many.
Not on this plane.
On this place, on maybe crime, kicking tree crime. Maybe this Kronos, other Kronos is here. Maybe.
Kronos. That's who we're looking for?
Yeah, we're looking for Kronos.
The time god?
It's
He's
Yeah.
not going to be with a bunch of assholes like this. Like, I would think the
No.
father of the gods would be like not being kept in control by a bunch of little bits of dust and mud and shit.
But whoever's made these, or has got all these people here, may know where he is. So it's a good place to start.
I go walk up to the nearest entity.
Got it. The nearest entity. Not one of the prisoners. One of the weird
Either, whichever's
things.
whichever's closest, closer.
The nearest body that can talk.
Yes.
Perfect. You walk up to this prisoner here who's in mangana or in manacles on his ankles and stocks on his back. You walk up to him as he's sort of walking along, desperately malnourished, sort of that long, been in prison a long time look. And he looks at you kind of, can I help you with something?
Just grab his collar and go, "Where's Kronos?"
He goes, who's Kronos?
Father of gods, probably big. Where is he?
I don't. At this point, one of the muddy, weird floaty creatures, sort of flutters up, and he goes, "Prisoners, back to work, Marcia!" And he raises a hand, forms a ball of mud in his hand, and he whips it. He's gonna whip it at the prisoner that you're holding by the collar. It misses and it hits you in the face. And he doesn't seem to mind much. He goes, "Go back to and he looks at you and he goes, "Why are you not in chains?"
I wipe the mud off my face and look at the mud thing.
Yep.
You slung mud at me.
What? I murdered you?
You slung mud at me.
Oh, yes, I did. Are you a new prisoner? Do we need bindings for you?
I walk over to the mud thing
Uh-huh.
and I grab it.
You make a athletics check.
Sure.
I want
15.
15. You grab it by its muddy neck, and it goes, and you pull it in. All of the prisoners sort of, and the other, you see some of the other creatures sort of turn and look. He goes,
You say sorry and tell me where Kronos is.
make me an intimidation check. I like this character so much. I don't know why.
Oh, actually, one second. Let me just check. Do I have advantage on this, or do I have to actually use the room?
I'll tell you what, if you want to use your strength score, if you want to make this a strength-based intimidation, I'll allow it because you're physically intimidating right now,
Yeah.
as opposed to like word intimidating.
Sure. I'm just okay. I do have advantage on this. Cool. I'm a rune. I'm a rune knight, so I have a frost rune.
Okay, nice.
With strength, that is a 20. Dirty.
He goes, you clearly are not a prisoner. You're more important than that. You should go talk to the taskmaster. Yep, it's the taskmaster.
Where's the taskmaster?
He's having trouble speaking at this point, I'll say.
You might have to let him go so he can talk.
Or you could just suffocate him.
Or you could just kill him, but then you would have to suffocate someone else.
I just roll my eyes and drop him. Made of mud, can't breathe. Makes total sense. Where's the taskmaster?
He falls to the ground. It was suffocating. So, but you let go before it lost its ability to breathe. And it says, "In the shadows, you find taskmasters."
In the shadows.
In the
So
shadows.
where is that? Any shadow, or is it a place?
I don't know. They're very stealthy.
Now, one more thing. Say sorry for throwing mud.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. That was so silly of me.
Beg.
Just doing my job, man.
Beg mercy. Beg for mercy. make another intimidation check. Curse my boot. Oh, listen, that 20. 20.
Yeah. He's like groveling at your feet. He's like, "I'm so sorry." And despite his like very long nose that gets in the way, he starts kissing your boot. He like grabs your boot and starts kissing your boot. And he's like, "I'm sorry. Please let me live." It's covering your boot in mud.
Yeah, you kind of kick it away.
And he gets kicked away.
Okay, we
Alright, so we go
in the shadows.
Stand under a tree or something.
So the building that we're next to, or looking in front, is there shadows around one of the side of the buildings there?
Yeah, sure. There's plenty of shadows. It's boggy, but it still creates some hard light here and there. So there's a bunch of shadows.
So I'd like to take a walk around that building and just see where we can find one in the shadows.
All right, will do. You wander over there, go looking in the shadows. Make me a perception check.
17.
17 is pretty darn good. Let's take a look. As you're like looking around the shadows, you do see within the shadows themselves an even darker shadow. This sounded so stupid in my brain. You're in the darkness. You see an even darker darkness. But no, you do see sort of indeed an even harder light with this shade. You do see this sort of, again, another humanoid-like figure, but long, lanky arms that come down to clawed fingertips, a dual-horned head that sort of curls back sharply at the top, and long, sort of ragged wings like the sails of a black ship that's been on the sea too long. Sort of along the side of the wall, you do see this within the shade, within the shadow that you stand under.
Okay, so I'll jump the wall and stealth up as close as I can to see how close I can get to him, and then see where we go from there.
You walk right up to it, and it sort of almost pulls itself off the wall, like Peter Pan's shadow at the beginning of the movie. except far less sort of fey and more nefariously, like the Babadook pulls itself off of the wall a little bit and appears before you. You will see. I'll post the pictures of the bad guys that you're seeing. I should post the muddy guy. So this is what you see before you. That pulls itself from the darkness. And just for context sake, this is the thing you had groveling at your feet there, my hobgoblin friend. Those are the enemies that you faced. Enemies, shall we call them? Victims, let's say. But this creature pulls itself from the wall and says, "Welcome, interloper. Armizurak. What brings you here?"
Above the table, are they speaking Infernal?
Nope.
Okay, just had to check.
Yep, no, fair. Fair.
We're here to see your taskmaster, or your boss. You are a taskmaster, I presume?
I am one of the many taskmasters that ensures the work here and the prison continues.
And who is your boss? Who do you
You don't
report
want
to?
to speak to my boss.
No, probably
Maybe
not.
I
We're
do.
looking for some guy named Kronos. You heard of him?
He is not in charge of me, but he is one seldom met with. Only a fool would face such an entity of pure, unrelenting power, even in prison though he may be.
Well, it's one thing that we need to do, but I'd rather speak to your boss so we can get the lay of the land and see what's going on around here. Where is he?
I want to speak with the manager.
The manager is beyond you. You may face him, but you might not like what you find when you find him. You may indeed find the Demodand if you wish. He will guide you into the mountain, if that is your call. If you can earn his raporious resplendence, his defiling obedience.
I could give him your head.
What?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Give me head? I don't have legs, sir. What are you talking?
No, I said I was going to give the dem the D.
Oh, you're going to give him head?
No, your head.
Oh, you're going to give him my head? Oh, that makes far more sense. I mean, I was going to say, I mean, look at me. You don't think I don't have, I mean, anyway.
I haven't
How
had my
important.
blade now. Like, how dare you even think that I would suggest something so?
You'd be surprised what some of the prisoners would be willing to do here to get out of their work.
Do I look like a prisoner to you?
You couldn't just point us to where this guy's cage is?
I mean, I could, but to enter the mountain, it is no simple feat. You need the Demodand, the local native fiends. They are a power worth reckoning on this plane.
You talk too much.
Yeah, but I'm
Don't talk
into it.
enough.
Do these Demodans like stuff?
Like stuff.
Yeah, like, is there something? I don't know. When you want to sweet talk someone, you give them something. Like, if you like a girl, you give her a flower. If you like a god, you give him a sacrifice or an offering or something. Like,
I see. Let me look at that. Let me look at that.
since
Actually, I'll have him make an intelligence check to see if he can think of something like that along those lines. Well, he's kind of here. He goes, if I knew of some way to appease the Demodand, I would have done it already. I hate working here.
We can help with that. Where is he?
The jailer? He points to this larger building in the back of the plantation.
Okay, thank you.
Much
And I'll
obliged.
just hop back over the wall and we'll start making our way up.
You're welcome. All right, you guys are headed that way now?
Yep.
All right, you make your way past a very strange number of biomes here. You see some prisoners sort of like seated waiting to get like a single grain of, well, grain to feed them with. A drop of water each. Sprawling forests you walk by until you finally come to, oh, where is his fucking house? It's somewhere around here. You're gonna want to take a right down the road, and then another left, and another right. You guys eventually do indeed come to the entry path as you make your way past a couple of very strange buildings to a hole that seems to be of a much more resplendent nature, where it seems to be juxtaposed with a number of strange, fiendish statues that stand at the back hall, and a gated, large home. You approach, and it is a gate here. You will sort of approach. What do, if anything?
Pardon.
I test the gate.
Knock the door.
The gate doesn't open for you, unfortunately, Bernard. It seems to be sort of a portcullis, so it will go up and down. You knock on the door. Let's see what's coming to speak to you. Not one of those. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one.
Can I just, while we're waiting there, see through to see what I can see, if anything or anyone?
Sure, make me a perception check.
22.
22. Indeed, you will see some stuff. I'm just figuring out what all that stuff is. If you just be so very kind for half a moment. And we'll say there's a number of these. Oh no, actually. Yeah, we'll say there's a number of these. Sorry, half a moment. You look through, you're gonna see a courtyard that looks as such. You hear the sort of shrieking of a number of creatures, and I don't like these actually. Yeah, we're gonna do something else. Sorry, half a moment while I just get the right blocks out. Sorry, what'd you roll one more time?
22.
22. That's very good. Now you're gonna see some of those. You see a number of bat wings around the courtyard as you knock on the door. Those bat wings sort of turn and fly towards you, and you see indeed, as Lenora, you saw on the path, your suspicions confirmed. You see a number of undead, boiled, malformed, even spike protruded heads upon large leathery bat wings fly towards you. About 10 of them sort of fly through the holes in the portcullis, sort of shrieking as they go. Opens. And as you enter, Thenarn, you see there is something that has stuck itself onto the wall of the interior of this space as you three enter. You hear it sort of grumble. It has a massive, broad body, strong, more beyond human physique, beyond the Rock, like just brutal, scarred, almost grotesquely um, defined musculature, chains wrapped around the forearms, brutal iron wrought bracers, and sort of uh, what's the word? Just like armor, like armoring for the legs, spines protruding from the back from either side, and just like long barbed spindles from the back. It doesn't look like it lives a very pleasant existence, this creature. And it sort of, as it looks at you, it has the face, and the only way to say it is some kind of like somewhere between an ogre and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Its face. It has this massive razor sharp toothed maw, pointed ears, glowing orange eyes, hairless. It has like ooze dripping off of its body like sweat, and it sort of looks up at all of you, and you hear within your minds, "Why have you come to this place? Are you entertainment?"
No, not at all. We've come to see your master. Take me to.
You are to speak to which master?
The master.
Kronos.
The master. You mean to speak to Kronos? The Time Lord?
Eventually, yes. That's where we want to be. That's who I want to see.
Why would I take you to him?
Because otherwise, you get hurt real bad.
Promise. And it totally leaps off of the wall at you guys. Roll initiative.
Armor of Agathyst. Oh, he's had it already, didn't he? Oh.
That ain't good. That ain't good.
22.
Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. Plus, I should
Mhm.
be
17.
Well, personally, I'm gonna be fine.
That's
So
good
good
to
luck,
know.
guys. So good luck, guys.
Yeah, I run. Okay, let's get her down. Let's get her down. Oh, that is a D12.
That's
Nice. Okay, okay, let's do this. 25 to 20?
22.
2. 20 to 15?
17.
17. And Bernard?
5.
5. Okay, we find ourselves at the top of initiative here. Let's put on some battle music while I get away. Let's get a little crazy. Alright. Combat has ensued. It seems that the master of the plantation, this Demodand, demands pain. That'll bring us to the top of initiative. Fenran, it is your turn. What do you do?
Oh, right. Let's start with a firebolt at the one that you've just made. So, yeah.
Okay, big bear.
What is that? So 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Give me some damage.
And
So firebolt.
that will be, yeah, fireball. That'll be 10 damage.
10. The fire hits his skin and seems to sort of lip off of it to a degree. It seems he is resistant to fire and will take 5 damage instead. He goes, more. Anything else?
Um, and I will. Mm, no. I will move 20 feet up the path towards the door.
All right, got it. And just so you guys know, this is what you're fighting. It's about 8 feet tall.
Oh, good.
Oh, pretty.
Right. Okay, and you move towards the door. The door to leave, I assume?
No, the door in front of it. We've just come through the gate, so I'll move forward.
Got it. 30 feet right there?
Yep.
Alrighty then. That'll bring us to Big Kahuna. He... Nah, we're not going to do that just yet. He is going to do what I said he would do, and he throws himself off of the wall towards you guys, just like almost ragdolls himself through the air, and tumbles into the ground and rights himself very quickly to be standing before you guys, just like almost like zombie-like, where they sort of like throw themselves off of buildings and they like land and then they pick themselves up and keep running. It's sort of how he does. He like throws himself off, ragdolls through the air, scatters to the ground, jumps up and like keeps going, just kind of runs wildly with excitement, mouth open. He's gonna run head first into you guys. I think he's gonna aim for, I don't know, neither one of you is particularly delicious at this time. That might change though. We're gonna aim for Bernan. Bernan. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Like worse than an alligator, and a long splash of black acid just narrowly misses you. He is going to use his claw to try and get you, Lenora. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
That will hit. He just grabs you. He just takes you in his hand, holds on you, and grapples you. And then he is going. He's out of. So he just keeps you grappled, and then he'll take his other claw and try and swipe across at your face. That's going to be a natural 20.
Okay.
You are gonna.
Oh, hold on. Silvery barbs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Silvery barbs. Nice, nice. Well done. And that's going to be much worse with a 12. Okay, who are you giving your advantage to?
Me.
Check. You got it. All right, that is Tall, Dark, and Handsome, which is going to bring us to these flying like zombie heads, and I will post a picture of those as well.
I could send a little zombified. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all my spells.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, welcome to hell. Or some mythological ideas of hell, anyway. Okay, it's their turns. Boy, they have a little deal here. Okay, we'll start with we want to stay nice and high, so this is a nice little place. This one's gonna fly over here, and it's gonna go and start screaming at the top of its long, high-pitched, ear blistering. I need a wisdom saving throw from all party members.
Interesting. Let me just check something.
Oh, 7.
7. You are frightened, sir,
Okay.
and you are stunned as
Frightened and stunned.
So stunned means you lose your next turn?
I will read what that means in a moment. What'd you get?
I got a dirty 20.
You're
Let's see on
fine.
the dice.
Nice. And Barnon?
Just check something to make sure I'm not missing because it's like a massive list of things.
No problem. Go.
What is it? Hey, something or other.
Shall
In
we
the meantime,
spend? Sorry.
yeah,
I got a 12. Is
12. That
that
is a save. Meets it, beats it.
okay, cool.
Okay, so Fernan, you have the following effects. You are frightened, which means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, which is this weird zombie head thing. You also cannot move closer to the target of your fear willingly. And lastly, the stunned condition, which means you are incapacitated. You can't move, you can only speak falteringly, and you cannot concentrate on spells. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage. All right. But I will say, Lenora and Bernard, you are immune to the effects of a stunning screech going forward.
Sick.
Because you saved. Okay. So that's that. That one flew over there. It'll just stay put. Because you're stunned, and this guy can fly 40 feet. I think he's gonna fly over to you, my friend. And he flies over to you, and in his strange, he speaks and he goes, I curse you in the name of the abyss. And you are going to get an abyssal curse. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please. Fernan.
Mm-hmm. $15.
15 is a save. Well done. So you are not cursed, which is super. Very super. Okay. So that's what that one does. I think this one's gonna also give it a shot. Yeah, he's gonna fly 35 to you. He's gonna go, no, I curse you as well. Make me another charisma saving throw.
Sorry. Oh, no.
What was that?
Sorry, it is a 18, 25.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're good. You're totally good. They really want to curse you, but you're too far away for the rest of them. So I think this one's just gonna fly over here, engage over here. This guy backs up 5 feet because he's got the speed, so why not? He goes, guys, I fucked up. This one is going to, I think, take the dash action over to you, and end his turn there. And this one is going to fly over to Lenora, and they're going to just take little bites out of you, or try to anyway. That is going to be a 16 and a 20.
The 16 does not hit. The 20
Does not
does.
Got it. You are going to take. Okay. You're going to take 5 piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
plus. You're also going to take 9 poison damage. And that is going to be bad guy turn. Which will bring us to Lenore. Lenore, you are grappled in the hand of this Demodand. What do you do?
Gonna face step the fuck someplace else.
Misty Step?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, where are you going?
I'd like to go screen right, but angled back to get as many in the turn undead I'm about to put out.
Understood. What's the radius on your turn undead?
I did not
30?
think to check. Probably, let me check to be certain. Channel Divinity, Steps of Night, that's not it. Come on. It says 1 action. I'm looking for a radius. I don't know why I can't find it. Okay, I can tell it takes an action, and there's Destroy Undead of CR1, which will not be these guys, which is no action somehow. I can't find. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna Google it. Give me a second. I'm sure it's on my sheet somewhere, but
30 feet radius.
Got
We're
it.
good. Okay, so if you want to hit everybody and still stay in melee range, I think you can just do it from where you're standing, honestly.
I don't particularly want to be grappled by this guy, so I don't
Oh, yeah, you're
stay in
missing
melee range.
Fair enough, fair enough. So you want to go like here then? So you're out of melee range?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that'll catch everybody. Okay, you stand there, you grasp the holy symbol of the Frost Maiden. You pour out wind and cold from you, swirling around the area to try and defy the dead. And as the blizzardy mist sort of subsides, all you hear is a word on the wind that says, "Fool, these are fiends, not undead."
I'm sorry, I
And,
actually thought you said they were undead, Ryan.
I said they look like zombies, is what I said.
Okay, my bad.
And unfortunately, none of them are turned. Yes, appearances can be deceiving, unfortunately. Is there anything else?
Possibly.
Okay. You got
I still have
movement
my
left, I believe.
movement.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 30 feet. Towards kind of up and maybe a little to the left.
Like that?
Yeah, that direction.
Fantastic. Okay. That is going to bring us to Barnan. Barnan, you stand before the Demodad. What do you do?
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade, and I'm going to like tend to draw my scimitar instead of drawing the blade itself, just draw like a shadowy version of it.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Use the dark side of my blade. And then I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade and hit the Demodad.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna like just roll. Yes, plus. Actually, what's the light situation looking like?
It's considered let me see. Actually, it's considered dim light because there's no lights on in here, so it's dim.
Dim light, you say? I have advantage on this. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Advantage. Wow, that didn't really help. 16.
16 to hit. That does not hit, I'm afraid to say. Your blade slashes into him, but his psychic mind is beyond you.
I use Fortune from the Many. If I had a +3 to that, what then?
Then it will hit. Roll damage.
Cool. Okay, we'll do the Shadow Blade first. Oh wait, is it giving like a... Okay, let me just see what it does. Okay, here. Okay, that is 13 psychic damage from the Shadow Blade, and then 8.
So I believe. Oh, that's right. Yeah, keep going.
So 13 psychic from the Shadow Blade, and then 1d8 fire damage to the Demodad, and then which would be there's so many dice now.
Yeah.
So that would be, oh, look at that, we rolled both. So 8 to the Demodad, and then 9 to one of the flying things, I believe.
9 to one of the flying things. Okay. So all that damage gets reduced as these guys seem to have some resistances.
That's
So that will become 4 damage to the flying thingy. All right. Is there anything else, sir? Your second blade whisks around. Fire lipses off of your main target. He goes, "Tirgles," in your mind.
Action Surge.
Hey, all right.
Let's do it
Do it
again.
Do it again. Go for it.
Okay, let's roll the attack, which I have advantage on, which is just as well, because, oh my god, I'm rolling like crap. That's a 12. If I use Fortune from the Many, does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit, I'm afraid.
No, in that case, then there's no point. It's a miss. In that case, I shall end my turn there. I'm quite comfortable being surrounded by loads of enemies.
Fair enough. All right, Fenrin. You are stunned. You are frightened. It is a bad day to be Fenrin. Or bad moment, anyway. Could you do me a favor? And let's roll another wisdom saving throw to see if you can end the stun on yourself.
Okay. No, it's an 8.
An 8. You remain stunned and afraid in this space, I'm afraid to say.
So, okay. So there's not a lot I can do, is there, really?
No, yeah, you're a little pooched, I'm afraid. You cannot move, you cannot take actions. So it's basically hold person in this moment. You may as well be paralyzed, yeah. All right. We'll move on to our baddie's turn. You see the Demodand creature look at its hand and go, as Lenora vanished from it, and goes, "Too bad," and looks down at you, Bernard, and says, "We play," and he's gonna try and grab you.
Okay.
First one's a 15.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. He's going to try again with another claw. That'll probably do with a. That should have been a bite. That would have hurt so much. That would have been. Come on, 28 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
This time he grabs you in his hand. He goes, "Got you. Snack time." And he opens up his long, sharp maw jaw, and he's going to try and bite you.
Alrighty.
Oh, fuck, it's not that good. 15.
Nope.
You put your shield up, if you've got one.
Yep.
And he, bites down on the shield, and it's very much like the raptor trying to, like in Spielberg movies, trying to get at you. And he goes, "You're frustrating." And he, sort of takes you...
I'm fun.
And he goes, "Yes." And he sort of takes you to his chest like his new favorite toy or a babe or something, runs across the courtyard and runs up the wall. Or he just runs over here with you into the corner.
Cool. I'll keep busy.
All right, that's going to bring us to these guys. These guys are going to try and curse you again there, Fanar. So I want you to make me, my friend, make me a charisma save.
18.
18's a save. Make me another one.
22.
Maybe one last one.
Diamond, Anya. Oh, 11.
11, and finally your confidence in who you are, your will to press on against these curses bears strong until the last moment where you falter, and you are cursed. You have the abyssal curse. Don't worry much more about what that is. That's something that we need to worry about later. That doesn't affect you right now. But this thing, the source of your fear, goes, good, yes, and he's going to fly in. He's going to try and bite you. You'll have advantage because you're stunned. That is going to be 16 to hit.
Yes.
Yes, all right. You are going to take a whopping 3 piercing damage, and you're also going to take 6 poison damage from the bite.
Okay.
Where are these two going? I think this one, he has his target. He's very happy with his target. These two are like, better not fuck with the boss. And they go after you, Lenora. And they're going to come at you on a flank. Whee! They're going to try and bite you. One misses horrifically despite advantage, truly embarrassingly, and the other rolls a 15.
Nope.
You're just stop that. As they're trying to bite you, and it is a comedic effort on their part. Which brings us to your turn. What do you do?
I am checking out something here. All right. Right now, am I within a 30-foot radius of Fenrir?
No. You are not. You can move to be, though. Certainly within your movement speed.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that space right there would be the closest. So if you moved 15 feet, we'll call it.
Perfect.
You will be within range. That will be 2 opportunity attacks. They're like, ha ha ha! We get to opportunity attack you. You're definitely gonna get hit now. One misses with a 10, and the other misses with a 10. Damn it, we suck! They say to one another. What do you do?
Going to cast Twilight Sanctuary.
All right. Twilight Sanctuary.
So the area is filled with dim light. It moves with me for a minute. And it can give one of these benefits. It can give temporary hit points, or it can end an effect, like being charmed or frightened.
An effect. Let's take a look, just to be sure we know which effects.
So if that is the case, then I will put a little steel in Fenrir's spine.
Fair enough. Half a moment. Twilight. All right. Causing it to be charmed or frightened. Okay. So, very good. Okay, so this is fun. This Twilight Sanctuary preens out, and it's a dark, murky, frosty morning that spans out from you for the Frost Maiden. It is that sort of overcast, like thick gray overcast where you barely notice that day has turned from night. And it is cold, and it isn't real. It's sort of like the coming of the next hard day. Sleep is behind you, and you must struggle through the next day. And through that struggle, Fenrir, you forget about your fear. And by forgetting about your fear, you forget that you are stunned as well, and you are no longer under the effects of Stunning Shriek.
Thank you very much.
All right. I don't know that I've got any really auction bonusy action things, but I'm gonna check it out. I mean, yeah, no, I'm good. Nope. For now, this is probably where we're gonna be.
Okay. If that's the case, that'll bring us to Banan. He sort of pulls back his hand and looks at you and goes, I demand pain. You're muted.
Okay.
You're good. Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to which one to do? They're both pretty fun for different reasons. I'll invoke Giant's Might and become big.
Okay. You're like, okay. How big do you become?
I become large.
Large. Holy shit! Says the bad guy. As you're now quite a bit taller than him. And just so I'm being sure if he can still hold on to you or not, I'm pretty sure he can, but I gotta double check.
Rather than carrying me now, he just got a hand on me.
Is a larger, smaller creature. Yeah, he's more dragging you along now, but despite your size, he does have a great deal of strength, and he does have you grappled. So you're not being carried anymore, but you are held on to.
Let me just check what grapple and it's not giving me an advantage or anything, it just means I can't move, right?
This means you can't move, that's all.
That's fine. I had no intentions of moving anyway. I shall strike at him with my Shadow Blade / Green Flame Blade.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do this. That is a 21 to hit.
I think that'll hit. I'll probably do.
Cool. Okay, Shadow Blade damage. That is 22 psychic damage, and then Green Flame Blade is 8 fire damage, which will get reduced.
8 fire damage. Well done. All right. You slash into him.
And then also Giant's Might damage. Oh, add an extra 1 psychic damage.
All right, it takes 1 extra psychic damage. This one you blow into him pretty hard with shadow, sort of affecting his mind. He goes, different kind of tickle.
Don't worry, I have new tricks every time. And that'll be my turn.
All right, that'll be your turn. He growls. Fenrir, you are no longer frightened nor stunned. You are free and surrounded by these strange zombie-like bat head things. What do you do?
Okay, so I want to Misty Step 30 feet backwards. Bonus action.
All right, you want to Misty Step 30 feet backwards, like here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna cast Stinking Cloud.
Ooh, Stinking Cloud. All right, what's the radius on that?
It is a radius of 20-foot radius sphere.
Hell yeah. I assume you want to catch all those guys who are assaulting you?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yellow phosphorus, if that's what you're looking for, and it's a con save of 15.
Con save of 15. Okay, let's do this. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. All 4 of them fail their saving throws.
So on a failed save, the creature spends its turn reaching and reeling, and that lasts for a minute. No, it doesn't. Yes, 1 minute it lasts for.
So they're just kind of incapacitated?
Yeah,
just coughing and wheezing. All right, and you hear as they retch and cough and try and pull air into their lungs, unsuccessfully largely. Okay, well done. You basically turned the tables back on them. Good job.
And that's me.
All right, that's you. That'll bring us to Big Boy, who looks down at you, well, looks up at you now, Fenrin, as you are quite a bit bigger than him. And he goes, fun, fun, fun. And he is going to, he's going to try and bite you. Fucking hell, man. I'm never going to get a bite this entire game. That's going to be 16 to hit.
Sorry, I just got back from the bathroom. 16 to hit, that does not hit.
Does not hit, no problem. That's an 11 with the claw.
Nope.
And that is much better with a 25 to hit on the other claw.
That does hit.
God, man. This guy's supposed to be really dangerous, but he just rolled like shit today. That's going to be 11 points of slashing damage. He tries to snap at you again, claw at you, and then he tries to claw you one more time. And that one gets a little on you.
Yeah, cool.
And he sort of, not fun, not fun. Give pain and take pain. And that'll be his turn. Or actually, he'll run up the wall with you in hand. And you're sort of like being hung now off of the side there a little bit. He's very strong to his credit. And that'll bring us to these guys. These 4 guys are going... They can't breathe too well. I think these guys are like, we gotta still kill this one because we're so good at this melee thing. And they attack. Oh, fuck. They're terrible. That's gonna be 12 to hit. Nope. And 20 to hit, modified. There we go. That's gonna be 3 piercing damage and 12 poison damage. And that'll be that, bringing us to Lenore's turn. Your turn, Lenora.
Muted.
Oh,
Sorry about that. I was
problem.
muted.
worries.
Let me check something out real quick. Where was
No
that? I used that there, here. And I can probably do it one more time, but all right, yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way. And that is a bonus action. It's a bonus action. All right. So the dude that's in front of me, real quick, bonus action spiritual weapon.
All right.
And then I will hit him with that.
Go for it.
Please don't suck. That is a dirty 20.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Six. Meh.
It'll take 6 damage.
And also I can still smack
Bloody.
it with my hammer, I think.
Go for it. Yep, go for it.
So I'm gonna
It is
smack it
bloodied.
with my hammer.
All right.
That's probably not gonna do with an 8 or 9 rather.
No, an 8 or a 9. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Nor an 8 nor a 9 will do the job, I'm afraid to say. Is there anything else?
Nah. We're engaged. Thing is, stay here. We'll fight. It's fine.
All right, no problem. All right, Barnon, you're being sort of dangled off the side of the wall there at this creature. What do you do?
New pain for you. As I use my bonus action to invoke my cloak of flies.
Hey! What happens?
Like just a swarm of like gross, weird, almost like sort of crystalline bugs form around me, and
Okay.
I get disadvantage on all charisma checks except intimidation, and any creature that starts its turn within 5 feet of me takes 3 poison damage.
Okay, all right, all right. As they start biting into him, he like just keeps grinning at you, and he kind of like looks at them buzzing around, kind of like chomps at the air and like bites a bunch of them. He seems to be immune to the poison damage and doesn't seem to mind too
Interesting.
much.
Okay, I will use my. Well, I'll do another green flame blade.
Go for it.
Alrighty, let's see how I do. That is a 26 to hit, which I assume hits.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Shadow Blade. That is 14 psychic damage. Well, actually, roll d6 as well from being a big guy. Okay, that is 20 psychic damage and 1 fire damage left. Well, 3, 1.
Got it. Reduced to 1. Understood. All right. He. Good. Good. Yes. As you continue to damage him.
You're just a freaky little guy, huh?
Is there anything else?
That will be it. I do have something when his turn ends, though. So
When his turn ends? Okay.
when the Demodan's turn ends, I'll do something cool. Anyway, I'm a turn.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. That'll bring us to Fanon. Fanon, your stinking cloud seems to be working quite well. What do you do? Muted. If you're there, Fanon, you are muted, sir.
I am. Sorry.
No problem. No
Um,
problem.
So I'll move within 30 feet of Lenore, please.
Sure. In front of Lenore, you said?
Yeah. So that I can see around. Yeah. And then I'm gonna witch's bolt the one in front of me.
Okay.
13.
Go for it. 17 will
13.
hit. 19 will still hit. Good job. Lightning shoots off, strikes into the sky.
Come on. 46.
46 on Witch Bolt.
Witch's bolt.
Good job.
5d12. So yeah.
5.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
fair enough, man. I guess that is pretty good for a warlock spell. Now that I think about it. 46. Unfortunately, he does seem resistant to lightning, so he will take 23 and be very dead instead.
Okay.
He dies. He's gone. Actually, should have just fallen to the ground, but it's all good. Okay, what next? You have slain him.
Don't have much as a bonus action, so I'll stay where I am for the moment.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh yeah,
That is gonna.
actually,
Yep.
sorry. When I've got Dark One's blessing, so if I take him to 0, I get 13 temporary hit points. Yeah.
I think so. Where are you getting Dark One's blessing from?
As a warlock, the fiend.
You have to be a Fey warlock, I'm afraid to say.
All right, then. So forget that one. I'll take that. I'll ignore that.
No problem. Yeah. Yes, per your patron being an Arc Fey, you must be an Arc Fey warlock.
Sorry, I couldn't access them. That was the only one that I could access at the time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
That's fine. Alright, ignore that.
Okay, that'll bring us to the demo dand. Big old demo dand. He goes, okay, this time. Better watch out, I'm gonna bite you for sure this time. And he's gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna use my sort of blood red die, and hopefully that'll do it for him. Come on,
Okay.
baby, come on. Fuck! That's gonna be a 15 hit.
Nope.
He goes, I just got back from the dentist. I'm having like a whole thing. My performance
I
is...
understand.
Yeah, alright, okay, I'm glad you get it. Hopefully when you die you can come here and we can hang out. You seem pretty cool. He'll try and claw you twice. One misses as usual for a 16, and the other will most certainly hit for a 27.
All right.
God damn, this is... I will say I think I'm not having as much fun with you as I could be having fun with the other guys at this point. I might just go hang out with them instead. That's gonna be 16 points of slashing damage.
No problem.
And he is indeed going to drop you to the ground. Boom. Still in melee range, so if you want the opportunity attack, you can. But he says, I go play with the other ones now.
I'll take my opportunity attack then.
Go for it.
Oh wait, no, I won't. Can you have a reaction?
Oh, you're doing a different reaction?
Yeah, but it needs to be by the end of his turn, so do his movement, and then I'll.
Got it. So he hops down. We're going to call that 20 feet. And he's going to run 20 feet this way. And he goes, why you no slice up my back, bro? And that's the end of his turn. What do you do?
And you just see like a light shine on like the hilt of the blade on his belt. I activate the stone rune. Wisdom saving throw from the demo deck.
Okay. It's going to be 13.
Fails. You're charmed and incapacitated.
And per the stone giant, a lot of their magic comes from sort of like dreamscape, sort of seer magic. So in this moment, he kind of like is like running at you, Fenrir, and you're like, oh fuck, as his mouth is opening, and he just like stops, his arms sort of hang at his side. He kind of sort of like just like looks off into the air as he's like right on top of you, and his maw was like right there. He just kind of goes limp and is stuck in a dream. Very well done, Bernard. Very well done. All right. If there's nothing else,
That's just my reaction.
all right. That'll
Kick
bring
his
us
ass.
to no kick his ass. All right. These guys are starting their turn within the cloud again. I'm gonna let them make con saves. They are technically immune to poison, but I forgot that, so I'm just gonna say that they. I'm just gonna say that these particular ones are not. These particular ones, for whatever reason, are into this poison stuff. So let's see. That is going to be... What's your DC?
Having a
15?
good time. Yeah, it wasn't.
Exactly. So one fails, one succeeds, and then the other, well, one still fails, and they go, come on, man, you're not even immune to poison like the rest of us. And he's like, pathetic. And the other three fly out. They're like, hey, you were mean to the boss man. No can do, macaroon. And they fly over to you. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. This one flies over. This one is going to do a stunning shriek to try and lock you up again, Fenrir. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
God. Oh my god. 5.
5. I'm afraid to say you are once more frightened and stunned by this particular creature here.
Lovely.
And these guys are going to take their attacks on you. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
and a 14 to hit.
Yeah.
Both hit. Okay, cool. That's
Alright.
going to be 7 piercing damage and 12 poison damage. And the second guy does 4 piercing damage and 8 poison damage as they start munching into you once more. Okay, that is going to bring us once more back to Lenore.
I will
Lenore,
be back in a sec.
Okay.
Oh no. It's all right. I'll tell you what. I'll wait for my turn. Well, because I won't be able to move anyway. Sorry. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, no problem. What would you like to do, Lenore? Muted.
Is Fenrin still within my 30 feet radius?
Is what?
I believe I can
Excuse me, is
choose
indeed.
to end that fear effect.
Yes, you can. You may do it as well. All right.
I'm not afraid anymore.
He's like, oh, wait, no, never mind, I forgot. Looks into that horizon again, and Fenrin is no longer frightened nor stunned. What else?
All right, so the guy I've been hitting, I'm gonna hit him again.
Well, he's dead. You want to hit the guy behind you?
I would love to hit the guy behind him.
Fair enough.
So we'll start with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon is in melee range of this guy, if you want him, who's attacking Fenrin.
Oh, sure.
Cool.
I think I have a +6, which will make this a 22. Gonna check that really quickly. Actually, no, it's more, so 26.
26 will hit. Yeah.
For 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Fantastic. I forgot to give this guy a turn. I'm going to let him get a quick attack on you.
Yeah.
Just because I missed him entirely. And it doesn't matter because he rolled a nat 1. And the guy freed from the fog cloud already failed his saving throw, so it doesn't matter. So he snaps by you and you just crack him in the head with your mace and he's gone.
All right.
And how did your spiritual weapon do?
Actually, that was this. The
Oh, that
damage
was the
that I
spiritual
rolled was for the spiritual weapon, so I hadn't rolled for that dude yet, but I'll roll for him now.
Yeah, go for it. I made a mistake. So go for it.
That is a nat 20.
Oh shit, he's probably not going to be alive.
So let me. So that'll be, let's see, 8, that's 13. 13 and 5 is 18.
18. Yeah, he's super fucking dead. You turn around and just crack him across the skull, brains, just so fucking dead. You drop him. Very good. Is there anything else? Uman? Oh, I think you did too many things there, I'm afraid. Because you ended the frighten, you did a spiritual weapon and an attack.
Okay, the end the frighten, that's not an action though. Isn't that just a thing that happens?
Let's check.
Yeah, let's.
Let's check. Because if it is, that's fucking awesome.
Says if anybody who ends their turn in the sphere, and the effect that I had chosen was
Okay.
like
Well,
you
I did move
have to
towards
use an
you.
action to cast it, but once it's cast, it's just
Yeah, it's whoever ends their turn there.
a thing.
That's pretty incredible, which includes you, Lenore, at the end of your turn. So would you like to roll some temporary hit points?
Sure. That I thought I had to pick one.
It says whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the
Oh, look
sphere.
at that! Yeah, I'll grant myself some temporary hit points.
So there's why people want to play Twilight Cleric, because possibly the most busted of the domains. It's up there.
All right, yeah, that's 15 hit points, little temporary hit points, which I'll take because these guys hit kind of freakishly hard.
Yeah,
Just
they
a
do,
little
don't
bit.
they? Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. If that's the end of Lenore's turn, that'll bring us to Barnan. You have. Oh, go ahead.
Do I have movement? Because I was gonna just move up to engage.
Sure. Who do you want to engage?
Can I flank with anyone? It's a little hard for me to. Sometimes it's hard for me to see with the white bubble over.
Yeah, you can flank with Fenrin either here or there, but
There.
the demo dad is right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be aiming for the little skull guy since the demo dad seems to be napping.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, it brings us to Barnon's turn. What would you like to do, my hobgoblin friend?
Silly monster tried to run away. And I'm gonna go saunter on over to give him the good stab.
All right. Have you heard of the good stab?
Alrighty, let's.
Our Lord and Savior, the good stab.
I miss.
On an advantage?
Yes.
No. You get a little cocky. You're like, watch this, and you like throw it over your head and like try and like hit it at him, and you like fumble it.
Alright, what are the bonus actions I can do to no, I'm out of bonus actions that are useful here, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay, if that's the case, you get to roll some temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus Lenore's cleric level. So roll 1d6. Oh, Lenora! Come, warriors, come out to play. So why don't you just roll 1d6 for now, Bernard, and we'll add Nora's cleric level later. Okay, incredible. That'll bring us to you, Fenrin. As you ended your turn in the bubble, you are no longer frightened. You got two of these guys here. What do you do?
Okay, so with my long sword, I'm gonna attack. Is Lenore moved? So she's flanking. No, she's not actually. I just attack the one directly in front of me.
Got it. You'll have advantage on the one that you're flanking with Lenora if you want.
Yep.
Lenora, what's your cleric level?
Pardon me?
What's your cleric level?
9.
9. So Barnan 1d6 plus 9.
And that was 11.
Here's what I got.
11 to hit, I'm afraid, will not
Yeah.
hit. You have advantage. Did you roll at advantage?
Yeah, that was with advantage. Yeah, 9 and 11.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything else?
No.
No. Understood. Okay, that is going to bring us to big guy. So what's going on with...
Sorry, do I get them temporary hit points as well? Because I'm in that bubble.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. We're going to hold that back. Because it does say whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you grant one of the benefits. So technically, the fear should have been ended at the end of the turn here, but we're gonna let it slide. But we'll hold back the 10 points for now.
Fair enough. Yep, no problem.
Cool. So yes, what's the deal with our demo die?
Wisdom save again.
Wisdom save again. See if he can be uncharmed. Maybe. That's gonna be an 18.
You are no longer charmed or incapacitated.
At the start of his turn?
Yep, that's the start of this turn.
So while you're like slashing at him, he goes, "You can hit me. It's okay.
Oh,
We're
the end of
buddies
each of
now."
his turns ends. No, so it should be the same at the end of each. Never mind.
Got it. End of his turns. So this turn, he's like, you like miss with the sword. He goes, "You can hit me. I feel like we understand each other in a way that most don't in this plane." And
My
as
finger slipped.
that's okay, just try again. Wait, never mind. And that'll be the end of his turn. That'll bring us to these guys who are like, Zoink Scoob, we're surrounded. And they're going to attack. This guy's going to attack you at advantage, Lenora. Pesky cleric. That's going to be modified 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to be 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And the last one is oops, that's the wrong. I keep attacking the wrong person. This guy moves into range to get you. You can have an opportunity if you want for now.
I will take that opportunity attack, please.
Yes, I will.
Hold on, which one of us gets the opportunity attack? Is it me?
You, Lenora.
Thank you.
Oh,
Or
okay.
fuck, sorry, no, it's Fenrin. I'm mixing up your minis. I apologize. It's Fenrin's opportunity attack. My apologies.
Okay. 16.
16. That will definitely hit. Roll some damage.
Ugh, 5.
5 damage. Okay, understood.
Yes.
It'll take that 5 damage. Okay, so now that they're positioned correctly, the attacks hit is what I think we determined. There was 2 attacks and they hit, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, sweet, just backtracking a bit. Okay, let's get that damage out of the way. So, piercing damage is going to be 6. Poison damage is going to be 9. Piercing damage is going to be 6. Poison damage is going to be 12. Okay, sweet. So those are those guys. Last one is going to have an advantage on attack on you, Fenrir.
Okay.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to take... that's going to be 8 piercing damage. And 11 poison damage.
Okay. 8 and 11. Okay, and I'll use as a reaction Hellish Rebuke.
All right, we like a little Hellish Rebuke.
So, what's that? 2. So it's save of Dex 15.
That's a failure.
Okay, so what was that? 2D. Plus 1 is 2D10.
Hellish Rebuke.
Five.
5 damage reduced to 2 as they are resistant to fire, but that's still enough to take him out. Well done. Good job, good job. And that is them bad guys. I'm going to turn up the exposure a little. It's looking a little difficult to see. Okay, that'll bring us to Lenore's turn. The Demodad goes, "Come on, kill me! Warlocks are blaster classes. They expected you to do far more damage, and thus the one shot to move along quicker to kill me." What do you do?
Pyro Terror screen left. I'm gonna take my spiritual weapon and go boingy boingy on his head.
All right, you send him over the Demodad.
Oh no, the
Go.
Kyro Terror.
Oh, okay, you're
Let's,
getting...
let's kill the little shits first.
Yeah, go for it, go for it. You
That
want the one that's already damaged?
yes, the one that is already damaged.
All right,
Please.
no problem.
I think that's a 23 because I think I've got a +10 on this. Just gotta get to the right screen. There you are, right there. Yeah, it's a +10. So that's a 23.
It's dead. It's
Okay.
so that's a hit. That's the hit, right? Is that the hit?
That was to hit. That was
Okay,
not
yeah,
damage.
yeah. You got him. You
That
got
was a
him. You got
23
him.
to be able to connect.
Yeah.
For 11 damage.
All right, now he's super dead. Good job. All right, very, very dead. There's one left, and obviously the Demodan.
Let me move, I would say down left, stage direction, so like back this way, kind of towards Fenrir. Yeah, no, the opposite direction.
All right, yep, down left.
Yeah, but close. I don't want to leave. I'm just trying I'm trying to maneuver myself. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. And
Okay.
now I'm gonna hit him with my big fucking hammer.
Go for it.
And that's probably not gonna hit. I'm not gonna lie. That's an 11. That's
11 is just shy, I'm afraid to say.
that is not gonna happen. So
All right, you swing a little wide, I'm afraid. Okay.
but yeah, no, that's
All
That's
right,
what I will do.
Barnon. Fantastic. Barnon, it's your turn. The Demodan says, "Kill me, you're our only hope for beating Kronos in this one shot." What do you do?
Hmm.
You're muted.
I shall attack Green Flame Blade. Let's roll this shit.
All right.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. So we have Shadow Blade. Which is 2 plus that. Says 18 psychic damage, and then the D8 from the Green Flame Blade. And 6 fire damage reduced down to 3.
You're down to 3. Okay. Oh, you hit him. He goes, "Good. You've almost broke 100 damage, which is what we need to move on from this fight." Is there anything else?
That is all I've got. In my defense, I am hitting 4 d8s and the 1d6 and trying best.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Yeah, I think you're the only one who's dealt damage against this guy, so you're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're soloing this guy. We're dealing with the little shits.
Yep. Speaking of which, Fenrir, you're up to bat.
Okay. This one in front of me, I'm gonna use a poison spray on.
Poison spray. Okay.
So that's a con save
No,
of
wait.
50.
I'm the one who's immune to poison, unlike my other people. Go ahead.
I forget what they are. Well, yeah, I've said it. So con save 50. Yeah.
That is a failure on a nat 1.
Yes.
Who?
Big numbers. 9.
9. He is almost dead. So very close. So very close. I'm allergic to poison. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay, that'll bring us to the Demodan. He says, "Well, guess I'll have to kill you." He says, "I want to bite at least one person before this day's over, so I'm gonna walk over here behind. You know what? Fenrir's taking a lot of heat. I'm gonna go walk behind Lenora.
I'll
Got
take
advantage.
the attack.
Yeah, go
I'll
for it. Go for it."
Okay, let's see how we do. Can I kill this man? That's a crit, baby.
Hey, good
That's
job, good
so many
job.
dice.
So many dice. Roll some damage.
Okay, so we have 36 from the Shadow Blade,
Oh fuck.
and
Here we go.
then another 11 from the Shadow Blade. So it's 47 plus 12 from the Green Flame Blade, rolled down to 6.
Got it. You,
So,
as he turns around, you drive your shadow blade into the back of his skull, and you know, in his mind, he fully believes he's been stabbed, which is where the psychic damage comes in. He goes, ah, okay, you win. But first, I'm gonna get like one last little bite before we finish the battle because I just gotta. And he runs off. And he goes, I'm gonna surrender in like half a second here. Just give me a minute. He runs over behind Lenora. Boom, baby. He rolls pretty good for once. I just want to bite one person and I'm done. That's going to be 26 to hit. I'll take that as a yes. He's going to do 8 points of piercing damage. So he bites down on you, but where the real damage is the 24 acid damage that follows as it spews blackened from his breath. And he's like, yes, meat. And he goes, okay, be gone. And this little guy goes, oh shit, okay, and he flies away. It was fun playing with you all. Back to being a prisoner. Bye. And he flies away. And this guy goes, okay, I am sufficiently in pain. I have given pain. You have done well. I will guide you to who you seek. I will guide you through Mount Orpheus to Kronos, the Time Lord, if this is what you wish.
It is.
You weirdo.
Whatever, I
Yes,
like pain,
orders.
okay? We all got our things, don't kink shame, man.
We're taking an hour break though.
Fine. Goof, 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 goof. Alright, you guys take an hour break.
Short rest. Woohoo.
You're taking a short rest because your cleric
take a short
got
rest.
beat the fuck up.
I think everyone except Barnon got beat up. Good job,
Yeah,
Barnon.
Yeah, good job, Barnon.
Yeah, look, I have a lot of hit points.
What's your class breakdown? Because you've only got 4 levels minus of fighter?
I'm fighter 4, warlock 6. In hindsight, maybe fighter 5, warlock 5 would have been better for the double attack, but I wanted level 3, I wanted like third level spells, so I was like, yeah, I want to have third level spells.
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
like extra, there's like an extra thing. Yeah, Misty Escape is useful to have. So
Yep.
short rest.
Yeah, I needed
Hey,
that.
Warlock has some potential, just not in combat.
Being
A little
stupidly, I think, because I went all Warlock. I didn't think about my class was something else. Wasn't until that, so yeah.
Well, that's all right. You get some good stuff. You get beguiling defense, which is nice. Oh, I should have hit you with some creatures that are trying to charm you. That would have been great. Misty Escape is fantastic. You turn invisible too. Take damage. You can use your reaction to turn invisible. It's pretty damn good. Fairy Fire, Blink.
Push it away. I should have looked at all this thing back that I can push this. Yes. Cool. Are we taking a natural break, or are we just doing short rests?
Yep, for short
Let's do
rest.
short rest. I'm
We'll
just-
take a break.
Yeah.
We take a break too. We're a little low on time, but it's okay. We're gonna end it off. It's not gonna be anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Time
use
consuming.
something I should have used at the very beginning of the one shot, but I'm not familiar with hobgoblins, so please forgive me. When we finish the rest, I'm gonna use my Fey gifts to offer hospitality to my companions and give us 1d6 plus 4 temp hit points.
Well, thank you.
Hey, not bad.
Give you all a pat on the back. Good job. Didn't die.
So proud. Many proud.
So that's 8 temporary hit points. Yay.
8 temp hit points. Thank you. There you go.
Those will last until Twilight Sanctuary destroys them. And gives you better ones.
Oh, it's just music. A little intense.
I can't hear any music, so
Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, what have they done? They've changed the whole fucking layout of the screen share. Oh, have you guys not been able to hear music this whole time?
nope.
Oh shit, what happened? Yeah, they've changed the screen share settings too.
However, I'm all rested up.
Nice.
I am well rested. Ready to kick Kronos' butt. Make Prince happy.
Is that what we're here to do?
That's what I'm here to do.
Is Fenrin back yet?
Yep.
I think Nora looks right at you and says, "All right, so what are we doing with Kronos?"
Do you know what? That bell knocked it out of me. I can't remember. Above
bring
the
back-
table, I've absolutely forgotten what we're here for after that.
We
Okay,
bring back
but
what
we're not
was
here to. I
lost.
don't. Are we here to kill him? Why would we kill someone in prison? Are we here to kill him? That can't be what he wants. Why are we here?
Bring back what was lost. That's what I remember.
The Kronos is supposed to bring back what was lost.
I think it was something to do with the bring back someone for the prince, was it not? I remember rightly. No?
I mean, we might just need to take him to the prince, right? Let the prince work it out.
I'm sure he's going to come willingly.
I think there's someone else. This is a rescue mission. I don't do rescue, I do stab.
I do stab. You see the Demodad returns. He says, "Are you ready to ford into the Mount Orthris?"
Yes.
There's no
Always
way.
ready.
He rolls his shoulders. And you guys will walk through the swamp, and while you're in the presence of the Demodad, nothing will prevail you. Nothing will attack you. Nothing will hamper you. But nonetheless, you do walk and approach that many spine mountain, and you follow through many strange routes, many strange tunnels through the cave. The temperature begins to rise. The humidity begins to lower until you come to the center of the cave, which indeed has some, shall we say, fieriness to it. Okay. Come on now. Yeah, you come through these series of caves. We get to skip all of that because you have the guy with you. You step out onto this bridge and look down this massive flaming canyon underneath the mountain. I really should make it like nighttime because you're inside of a mountain after all. But you make your way down through here. He pulls a lever and a bridge extends across. As this is happening, you see off in the distance, walking through the lava, unperturbed, you see this long bearded person standing more than 100 kilometers tall. Is it 100 feet tall, we'll say. Walking through, he almost seems to have like sunlight in his veins as he walks through. His eyes burn with a radiance as he walks through the flame and just looks tarried and hampered. As you are in this place, you see the world is full of like this black weathered marble. You see desolate ruined amphitheaters and coliseums and bridges and aqueducts made of marble that's just falling apart due to decay, time eroding it. And as the bridge extends across, the Demodad says, "This is where I leave. I dare not approach the presence of the Lord of Time. You go. See if you live. May I offer a word of warning. Do not comment on the ruin of this place." He turns around and walks away, leaving you. You see this large marble, draconic-like mouth. Do you walk through the center to go meet with the Time Lord?
I think Nora probably looks around and goes, "Cool, but."
All right.
But like the description was cool. I guess I'm not supposed to say I think it looks pretty cool, so I won't.
You walk through, and it's also worth noting, you see these massive chains. The figure outside was indeed chained by the wrist to these huge, made of like maybe adamantine or some other form of material, but these huge interlocking chains, like a single link was maybe like quadruple the size of any of you in just like length, if not longer. It truly massive. And as you walk through here, you walk by these huge lengths of chains that begin to grow smaller and smaller and smaller. No, they don't. They're still big. And as you enter into the room, again, I'm going to apologize. My mods aren't quite working, so you're not going to see him at the full breadth of his size. But as you enter into this chamber, you are going to see this old, haggard man. Long gray beard that goes all the way to his navel, balding at the top of his head. He has sort of dark, sort of yellowish olive skin, very gaunt. His eyes glow yellow. He is chained by the wrist. He is easily 100 feet tall, but currently sitting quite pleasantly, speaking to a demon. You see this demon, obviously not near the breadth of his size, maybe bigger than all of you. Looks like a Medusa, except some clear differences. Has the snake tail, but doesn't have the snake hair. Has long black hair and has about 6 arms and several scimitars at her hip. And she speaks with this gargantuan being, Kronos, who you could only assume to be indeed the Lord of Time himself. Speaking to this creature. I'm not going to worry too much about the scenery. They speak to each other in, it would be Abyssal. Does anyone speak Abyssal?
I speak Infernal because I
Yeah,
didn't
I think
know
that's
what
what
Tartarus would be.
That's fair. It's
I
half
was-
Infernal.
I was thinking because 9 hells. So I
No, it was a good bet. There are plenty of places where they speak Infernal in Carcieri, so that was a good bet. Right. Sounds like no one speaks Abyssal, but they speak to
No.
each other. The woman says, in this strange language that's just far too full of consonants and just sounds harsh and wrong on the ear, in both an evil and linguistics kind of way. And the Time Lord is as he speaks, his voice seems to reverberate through the air, and you almost have this strange feeling where time dilates around you as he speaks, where you almost feel like you're hearing what he is going to say and what he has already said at once. Like the present is sort of slipping between the future and the past as he speaks. And the only reason why you comprehend is because they seem to cancel each other out and merge into the present. It's a very strange sensation. It's impossible to experience time for a mortal, except, of course, in the presence of the greater evil, the god of time himself. And he turns his yellowy gaze upon you all, his black feathered wings curled behind him, and he speaks in the common tongue. Mortals from the material plane. It's been some time since I've met creatures so brave and so foolish.
Well, that looks like us. Anyway, your godliness. We're here. We're here on behalf of a prince who needs something doing.
A prince. And I should care why.
Prince of Frost, once what was lost.
Oh, I am quite aware of why you're all here. I have been there and back again. The only question is why I should help you all.
Because we asked.
No matter how many times I hear you say it, it's funny, every one of them.
So, this has happened before then. So, what is it that we can do for you that will help us achieve our aim?
No. You want me to do the work for you? You want me to tell you what it is you will say or what it is you will do to convince me? It's not so simple as that.
The prince is, I think, not so powerful as you, but powerful enough to grant boons that might interest you.
Such as? What promises do you make on behalf of your god?
He is not my god, and I cannot make promises on his behalf. And I mean, she'll bow her head respectfully.
Yep.
Is this a prison? You don't
What
look
do you think?
confined.
I am quite confined. Do you wish to continue to ask me about it? About my binding on this plane?
Maybe we can help you be unconfined. Is that something you'd be interested in?
For you three? No matter how many times you try, you do not have the wit nor skill to release me. No, I will require something more simple of you. What say you take part in a game of mine?
Okay. What kind of game?
A game of the planes. A game of time. You have many ways of persuading me, but this is the most amusing I have seen you allow.
All right.
He looks at the Marilith, looks back at all of you, says the game is simple. You fight on my behalf on another plane of existence. You become a fiend, not in body, but you control them in mind by my will. And you must defeat who this Merilith brings forth. If she wins, she gets to use this mountain as her base of operations, and if I win, well, I'm amused for the next couple hours, perhaps.
Oh, Prince of Frost said we can't fail, so we can't fail. Victory is assured.
You are the wisest of your friends.
I know. It's real hard sometimes.
So, what's up?
Let's fight.
Very well. The fun part. So, you must pick from the fiends I have selected, already selected for all of you, because, well, I knew you'd be here, of course. I've lived it. I have 3 champions. I have the smart one, I have the fat one, and I have the angel. Which fiend would you all play?
Okay. I don't think any of us really got anything that's gonna hurt the angel.
I like
Maybe.
the angel.
Oh, no, no, no. You will be
Huh?
playing these fiends. These will be your pawns, shall we say. And you will fight a challenger as these fiends.
So we don't have to choose. That sounds great.
Yes, you do. You must pick amongst you which one of you would like to play which part.
Oh.
It's really quite simple, you see. Bonin, you are the wisest of your friends. Which of these 3 choices would you pick? The smart one, the fat one, or the angel?
I pick Angel, because it will have wings. I want to fly.
There is something amusing about the simplicity of a mortal mind. And he nods at you, and he looks at the other 2 and says, very well. Then the fat one and the smart one.
I'll take the smart one.
Why am I not surprised? Oh, yes, because I've lived this already. He sort of like looks at him, he sort of looks down with a little bit of like self-pity. He's like he's already seen all the amusement happen. And, okay. He says, very well. Come, face your foes. Okay, so I'm gonna post some stat blocks. It's gonna be very simple. The first one I'm posting is called a Nalfishni. That is the fat one. So this one is yours, Fernan. The next I am posting is the angel. I'm posting an Arrhenius, which is you, Fernan. And lastly, I'm posting an Arcanoloth, which is you, Lenore.
Wow, that sure is an angel, all right. Ha 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 ha. I think it used to be.
Used to be.
Okay, pretty strong. Give it that's pretty strong.
I love him. He's adorable. He's friend-shaped.
He's friend-shaped? Is that what you said?
Arcanoloth, he's totally friend-shaped. You didn't see the meme I put up on the page. I'll resend it to you. Basically, it's the druid finds a giant rat, befriends it. Finds a wolf, befriends it. Finds the Horn King, befriends him.
Befriends him. Fair enough. Only one of you get a real mini. Or at least the real of what you have. The rest of you are, what I got. And what you'll be facing is none other than a Balor. No, that's too much. Actually, no. What I have in plan is he's kind of fun and fits with the mythology and everything. I don't have a mini for him because he's a little unique, but I will describe him, and hopefully describe him well. Okay, where are you? Oh no, he's not that big. Okay, he's that big. Okay, with that, your minds are plunged into the powers and intelligence of these various monsters. It is a fun side note that the three creatures that you inhabit are Yugoloth, Devil, and Demon. Three creatures that don't always get along, shall we put it lightly. Yugoloth getting along with the other two, but Demons and Devils wanting to kill each other on sight. But you all inhabit each of these creatures, and standing before you, you see a giant. Looks like any old tall guy, except for a very distinct feature. He has 100 arms and 100 heads.
What?
You face none other than Greek mythology's deadliest giant. You face, oh no, I know the name of these. Why am I not remembering the name of these? Hecatonkanon is what you face, the 100-headed ones. So with that, roll me initiative.
Alrighty. Pretty good.
Should go pretty quick. You guys are pretty powerful. And you roll like shit.
So, okay.
Call them out when you have them.
22 for the Erinyas.
Got it?
Where? I'm looking at the thing. I know it'll say here.
Top left.
It's at the top.
Is
It's
it
one of
just-
the under the name. It's like 4 under the name. Initiative.
Goes armor class, hit points, speed, roll initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
should
looking
say,
at
okay.
it. I'm looking at the stat block from the thingy, or not the
That's
Yeah.
like the page from the book.
It should be right under the name. It should say armor class, hit points, speed, then roll initiative.
No, mine doesn't. Either.
Yeah, mine's
Well,
like
yeah,
a page
what I
from a
opened
book.
up- Yeah, mine is
Page from
as
a
well.
book.
Saving.
put it in chat. You should be able to see it there. So
I posted the links to the pages on Facebook.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what I hit.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've done the
If
same.
it's just
I
the
think.
dex, I'll just add the +1 for dex.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the
plus zero.
decks.
Nelf Sheath
16.
plus 0. Arcana Loft is +1.
16.
Well, 6.
Alright. Okay, that starts us off. The Orenya. Jaegered by Barnan. What do you do?
She feels weird.
You feel
okay.
smarter for some reason in this moment.
Feels smarter and prettier.
I feel pretty. Alright, what do? You got stuff. You got powers.
Okay. What's the range on that? How far am I from this thing?
Alright, that should be 35 feet.
All right, move me. How much movement speed do I have?
You got 60 fly.
I'll just literally fly straight at it. Actually, no. Fly me within 20 feet, so not actually within this like hit range.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I'm then gonna use a rope of entanglement.
Hell yeah.
It must
All
make
right.
a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man, he's good at these. I lied, it was 10.
It is restrained.
You Wonder Woman catch him up in your blue rope. What next?
I'm then going to fly. Okay, so I'm going to fly back to 30 feet now from it, just so the max range the rope can go up to.
Just fly up into your corner over there.
Not that, no, as in like 30 feet from the giant, not that far.
Ah, I understand.
Otherwise, the rope's gonna break. I think I've evolved of it.
Got it. You fly over here, reach the extent of your rope. He's all entangled. Is there anything else?
I'll then use my other remaining 2 attacks to shoot my longbow at it.
Got it. Tie the rope around your waist, pull your longbow.
Okay. First attack is a 22 hit.
22 hits, roll damage.
Okay. That is 4 piercing and 18 poison.
Alright, he'll take all of that. 4, 18, that's 22. Ugh.
Must make a Constitution saving throw.
We're good at these, but maybe not actually. 14.
Beats it, beats it.
Beats it, okay.
Alright, next attack.
Go for it. You have advantage on these as a reminder, he's restrained.
Oh, sick. In that case,
That's what the rope does.
16 to hit.
That'll hit. Or actually, he brings the arm over, and one of his many hundred hands, he brings the arm over and he blocks the arrow. He sort of catches it in the palm of one of his hands. Shoots him in the palm, doesn't hit anything vital.
Got it. Is that still a hit?
No, it's flavor for deflect
Okay.
attack as reaction.
Got it. And I'll end my turn there.
Understood. Okay, that brings us to the smart one. Lenora, you feel your brain fuzzy with intelligence. What do you do?
Well, I think first of all, we're going to make 3 more of me.
All right,
Mirror
mirror image. Fair enough. All right, what next?
Me. Just, I want to make sure that I
Properly
keep
defended.
track of everything.
Yep.
All right, so we've mirror imaged, and
And that'll be that, unless you have movement.
yeah, I've got movement. I can teleport up to 60 feet.
As an action.
Is it as an action?
Yeah.
Yep, it's under the actions.
Oh. I wish I could see what you're seeing. I'm seeing a very different block, I think, than you guys are.
Yeah, which is strange. I've never had a problem with this.
I'll post them in chat. Like in the
Yeah.
Zoom chat.
Yeah,
so
if you
people
can,
see them.
because mine's
Yeah, what I'm looking at looks like the
Very
page from the
different.
book. Like it's got all the information.
Yeah.
I just have to go.
Yeah, if you could post those, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, they're in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, this was not at all what I was looking at. All right. Well, then I've got some movement, and I actually can move, so I'm gonna move. Let me see, where am I? Go curl around behind whoever's closest to me and go to the opposite corner. Spread out.
That corner? The opposite? Is that the opposite corner?
Sure, that'll work.
Cool. You run over there. Alright. Okay, he is going to draw 4. In many of his 100 hands, he's going to draw 4 swords, 2-handing each one of them because he's got so many fucking arms. And he's going to, he's restrained, so he goes, fuck, and he'll just hold on to them, but he will more aptly shove his hands into the ground and pick up two massive rocks in his hand. He's gonna hurl them. Probably you, Barman. I'm calling you Barman. Barnan. Because you got him restrained, and that sucks. So he's gonna attack you at disadvantage with his two stones. Okay. It's okay, we'll take it. Horrible with a 15.
Nope.
And maybe with a 21 on disadvantage.
That does hit.
Okay, my friend, you are going to take 31 points of bludgeoning damage. Non-magical, if that affects things, probably. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
So 31, right?
Yep, 31 reduced to 15 if you are resistant, which I think you are.
Let's check. Resistance, yes, I am. So to do that again. 15, you said, right?
That's right.
Alrighty. Strength saving throw. Can do. Pretty good, actually. Never mind, I'm not. I'm just straight up strength throw. Strength roll. That's a nat 1.
You are knocked out of the air. You are knocked prone. You fall about 15 feet to the ground. And you are going to take a whopping 2 reduced to 1 bludgeoning damage on top of it.
Aw, man.
Oh, no. But I would say you still have him in the rope. That's fine. And he's going to use his other attack to throw a rock at... How about you, Fenrin? You're a huge target. You're a big... Oh, I already rolled 2 rocks. Never mind. We're done. That'll bring us to your turn instead. What do you do, Fenrin?
Right, so how far away is he from me?
He is 30 feet.
Right, so I'll use my fly speed of 30 feet to get up into space, and I'm going to do a multi-attack.
Hell yeah.
So, it's... where is it? Right. I'm just reading what it was. So 1 bite attack and 2 claws.
I believe so.
Yep.
You can also use your Horror Nimbus if you wish, for free on top of the multi-attack.
I've seen on top of it as well.
Yeah, it says the Malfishni uses Horror Nimbus if it can. It then makes 3 attacks.
Okay, so yes, so use that one.
All right, the Malfishni creates multicolored lights that span out from it. He'll make a Wisdom saving throw, which will pass. Unfortunately, he rolls a
He's not flamed.
24. Yeah.
Okay then. So I'll go in with a bite attack first.
These are all at advantage, by the way. He's restrained.
Ah, bloody hell, 2 4s. So that won't hit. 14? No,
14 does not, I'm afraid to say.
I didn't think so. So 28.
That will
Yeah,
hit.
28. Yeah, so what's that? 5. 3d6.
3d6 plus 5.
Which is 14 for the first one.
Okay, 14 damage on the first one. Go ahead for the second.
17 and 18 to hit.
18 both hit. He is going to use his reaction to deflect attack. His sword swings around and blocks your left.
Okay. And that's me then.
All right, fantastic. Good job. That'll bring us back around to our fallen angel. What do you do?
I have to get up.
I'll get up on my feet. Half movement.
Cool. And guess I'll fly 30 feet back up to where I was.
Fair enough.
Doesn't matter too much, but here we are.
You do so.
And I shall shoot the longbow.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Alright, 9 piercing, 14 poison, and a con save. Please.
That is going to be. That's going to be 21.
That saves. You're not poisoned. Next shot
Okay.
with the bow. Hits. 8 piercing,
Okay.
13 poison. Con save, please.
What was the damage?
8 piercing, 13 poison.
Well done. Con save. That's going to be a 17.
Saves, and the
Oh, man, it's
last
got big con.
and the last attack. That is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, I'm afraid to say.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Good job. He's taking these shots of arrows, and the poison is coursing through him. That brings us to the smart one. What do you do in the back corner there?
Muted, I think?
Go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
Finger of death.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Let's go, baby. All right.
It is
Con
a
save,
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh,
DC 17.
24 to save, I'm afraid.
That does plenty. So it's 78 plus 30. Let me roll all this.
Finger at that. I want to play a necromancer.
So
Turn him into your zombie.
I got 1, 5, 4, 4, 2, 5, 4. Very mid damage. 7. All right, give me a second. That's 10, 20, 31, 32 plus 30. That's 62 and a half is 31.
31 damage, and that's halved?
That is the half. Yeah, the total amount was 62. I did not roll great.
Okay, gotcha. Still, he roars out in pain as his body is racked with searing, necrotic, deathly magic. His constitution is mighty, but he still feels every ounce of that pain. Is there anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, that brings us to his turn. He groans in pain, and he takes all of his swords and he points them down at the big fat Nalpashni right in his way, and he's going to start trying to deal some damage there. All at disadvantage. He's still restrained. You probably should try and get out. How are we getting out of this restraint if we wanted to there?
You need to beat a strength or dexterity saving throw. It's your choice.
He has to use a whole action to do so. Okay, he's got a target in front of him. He's going to fight the target to start, and maybe he'll do that later on. Okay, longsword attack. I'm going to get them all out of the way, and then I'll deal the damage later on, because it's a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
That's going to be 24.
Yep.
That's a nat 1 to miss. That is 18.
Yeah.
And bloody 23.
Yeah.
Okay, 3
That's
attacks
right.
hit. All right, they're on their way. Okay, first attack is, and I believe you're gonna take half damage on all of these because you are a
Bludgeoning, yeah.
demon. Yeah. So that's gonna be.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Yeah.
That's right. This is definitely slashing. 7, 14. That's going to be 28 reduced to 14.
Mhm.
That's going to be 10, 15. That's going to be 21 reduced to 10.
Mhm.
And 20 reduced to 10 as well. And that is his big old turn, bringing us to your turn. Benrin, what would you like to do? Also, roll a d6 to see if you get your Horror Nimbus back this turn.
D6, yeah?
Yep, if you
Mhm.
roll a 5 or a 6, you get it back.
2.
6,
So
then
no.
you have it back. Would you like to do another
Number
Horror Nimbus?
2.
Oh, 19.
No.
Sorry?
2.
Oh, 2. Sorry, I thought I heard you say 6.
Number 6.
So unfortunately, no Horror Nimbus this turn. Go ahead with your
Yeah,
turn.
okay. I'll just go in for the bite while I'm there.
All right.
17.
17 would hit, but he is going to use his deflect attack ability, and he's going to block the bite with his big old sword.
Okay. Well, that's my attack.
You have 2 more claws, I believe. You got the triple multi-attack.
I thought I could only use that with a horror nimbus, no?
It's part of it. It's part of it.
Ah,
You don't,
right.
it's not
Okay.
a prerequisite.
Sorry, I misread it.
No problem.
Okay. So, 29.
29 absolutely hits.
For a claw, I'll do the other one, then I'll do damage. 18.
An 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So, I'll roll them all together, yeah. 6.
Sure thing. Yep, 66 plus 10.
So, 29 points of damage.
Nice. He keeps getting... sorry, how much damage one more time?
29.
There it is. Okay,
29.
thank you. He keeps blocking that bite, but you're still tearing into his body. He's roaring in pain. I think we hit bloodied, folks. I think we hit bloodied. Is there anything else?
No.
All right, that'll bring us to our fallen angel. What do you do?
We shall simply continue with our volley of arrows, I think. So let's
Fair
do
enough. Go for it.
23 hits.
23 hits.
4 piercing, 10 poison. Con save, please.
Alright, you'll take that 14 damage. Con save. Definitely beats it. 22.
Got it. Next shot. 25 hits. That is
Hits.
11 piercing, 19 poison.
So 30 damage. Good job.
And con save, please.
Con save. That is going to be a 17.
That succeeds.
Yep.
Hanging in there.
He's hanging in there, yeah.
Last one is a 26, and that is
26 will
18. I'll do 18 total damage and con save, please.
18 total damage and a con save. He is very bloodied. He rolls a 15 this time.
Saves.
Saves.
And
Oh,
keep
his
that.
his giant constitution holds true, but he is very, very hurt. All right, my Arcanoloth friend, what do you do? He is hanging on by a thread. He's got a little bit left in the tank. What do you do? One hard hit could take him down.
I don't have regular lightning, so I'm gonna have to use chain lightning. Wait, no, maybe not. I am.
Got fireball.
Solution to
Yeah, but
most
fire
of
doesn't seem to be
survival.
doing much to the creatures of this plane. Can Finger of Death be upcast, or can it be cast using an 8th level slot?
It doesn't get any upcast benefits, but yes, you may use your 8th level slot.
All right, then that's what we're gonna do. Because mine.
All right, a second finger of death. Everyone's like, and you do a second finger of death. Go ahead, roll damage. I will roll that con save. Huge surprise here. He rolls good. That's gonna be. It's gonna be 21.
All right, yeah, that's plenty. 5, 8, 6, 6, 3, 5, 4. All right, let's see here. 10, 18, 24, 32, 37. 37 plus 30 is 67. Minus 1 is 66, so 33 points of damage.
Will this do it, folks? Will this take out the giant? You blast him with black deathly energy. He barely survives the blow. He is very fucked up, but he is on death's door. He is racked with pain. Almost got him. Well done. Fantastic damage. That'll bring us to his turn as he falters, as he steps side to side, hurting. And he's going to try and take at least one down with him. All right, Fenrir, we're going again. We're taking our 4 longsword attacks at you, my friend. Disadvantage. That's going to be 20 to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a miss with an at 1. That's going to be... You avoid an at 20 thanks to the rope. That's going to be 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And last one is going to be another nat 1. So he's swinging wildly with his 2 swords. 2 of them managed to actually get a glancing blow on you. You are going to take 22 reduced to 11 damage.
Yeah.
And 28 reduced to 14 damage.
Okay.
All right. And this is the final moment. He is very hurt, Fenrir. Your demon Jaeger here is poised and ready for combat. Can you take him down? What do you do?
Well, I'll go for the multi-attack again.
All right.
So 14 doesn't hit with a bite.
Nope. Sorry.
23 with the claw.
23. Yep, that'll hit.
29.
And that'll hit.
a-
Give me those
another
2 claw
claw.
damage. I think this is it. This might be it.
Um, 29 again. 219.
29 total damage. How would you like to kill the Hecatonkanon of Greek mythological legend, the 100-handed one, the most dangerous of giants? What do you do? How do you bring him down?
So, I did both claw attacks. I would just start raking at him and raking as high as I can to bring him down so that his guts spill out all over the place.
Oh, yeah. All right. Nora shoots her finger of death right into his stomach. There's that black energy sort of withers away the integrity of his thick giant skin, and you fly up on your small black wings. You try and bite, but he steps his leg back, but you see an opening. You bring your claws forward and under you, and you just fly straight up and rake your claws across his chest, disemboweling him as massive intestines spill out onto the ground. And he uses some of his hands to try and hold them in, but it's just not possible as he falls to the ground, disemboweled and defeated. It is the demon that took the kill. Not the devil, not the Arcanoloth, but the demon. And with that, the 100-hand one lays slain. Well done.
Anyone want to
Well,
farm
it
out
wasn't.
his intestines to do an augury? Anyone? No.
All right. The Marilith sort of, but I, and Kronos, without even looking, just goes, splats her, just turns her into a paste, and he goes, doesn't even look up, and he goes, well done, you've proven your worth, but I have some bad news for you all. It seems the one you've come to pull out of time already has been by the Raven Queen herself. It seems your patron has fooled and abandoned you, so instead, you shall stay here with me, as I do so desire entertainment. And with that, we will come to the end of the session, as indeed, in true canon, the Prince of Frost in our Feywild game brought his Warlocks to Carcieri to bring back his lost love, but the party decided to go to the Raven Queen directly and bring her back quicker. So, with that, unfortunately, despite all of your troubles and triumphs, due to the just whimsical nonsense of the Fae, some band of Arc Fae adventurers out there have inadvertently ruined the lives of 3 not so great people who are stuck on Carcieri till the end of time to entertain the Titans and more essentially Kronos, the Time Lord, until he deems your time is up, which is whenever he wants. It might not be for a very long time.
And in point of fact, it was the sorceress, and it was just a ruse. It was to give the Prince of Frost. It was to give the Prince of Frost busy work, so they could work on 2 other solutions to the problem that actually would work. Because Vivian, who is a demigod, was no way coming to Tartarus because she knew that you can't get out.
So, just to make you all feel better about your incarceration here with Kronos, your being here was brought about by the need to distract the Prince of Frost for a couple of minutes. And thus you have been imprisoned here for perhaps all time because somewhere out there an Arcfey demigod needed like a couple extra minutes to form a plan.
I mean,
Well,
I would like to point out that her alignment is chaotic neutral.
That's fair. That's them's the Fae.
Like, Lana would never have done something like that, which is why she was probably not the right fit for that campaign.
That's right. Well, I think that's the charm of the Fae. They could be cruel tricksters. Very cruel tricksters, and we love them for it. Some of
That
us.
was cool.
But yeah, I
it's
hope
fun,
you guys
yeah.
had fun. Sorry we couldn't spell jam today, but we'll be at it next week. It sounds like Aaron and AC will be back, so we'll have to see. Maybe my mods will be working, hopefully. And yeah, we'll have a good